What's the right mindset that a sales professional needs to have when it comes to handling objections? Let's unpack that first.
Okay, well, I'm a move away person. So let's talk about the wrong mindset, is where my brain goes first. And the wrong mindset is this is a personal attack. This is something that I must defend. I love how you say handle objections instead of overcome objections. So when I think it's an objection, I have to overcome it. Then what happens is I'm now in a battle and a fight. And I know that you call it warrior selling, but it's not about fighting your prospect. So for me, it's getting all of that junk out of your mind so that you can just be with the person helping to answer their question. Prospects call objections questions. They never say, I have an objection. They say, hey, I have a question. But somehow it's like as soon as we hear that, it like turns into this thing I have to overcome. And we don't. We have to handle. What would you add to the mindset piece?
Yeah, so yes and that. So 100%, it's about handling and overcoming. So overcoming means that there's going to be a winner and there's going to be a loser. And so when it comes to handling objections, the best you're ever going to get is, all right, I can live with that. Like that's the best. You're never going to get a prospect to say, oh my gosh, Jason, you're the smartest person in the world. I'm an idiot. You're incredible. You're smart. I'm dumb. That's never going to happen, right? So it's not about win or lose. It's the best that you're ever going to get is all right, I'm fine with that.
Okay, that's funny. I've never thought about it that way, but that's really funny. Okay, can I just think through a couple of objections with that though? So okay, give me something that I'm selling. Give me an industry.
So you're selling a car.
Okay, so I'm selling a car and I'm like, okay, my question is this the only interior color that you have? Okay, you're right. You're not going to convince me that I love it. If, what are other objects? The price?
Mm-hmm. Price.
Okay, yeah, you're going to get to deal with it. I'm not going to tell you that I love it. If I tell you I want it sooner, you're right. I'll have to just deal with it. There's nothing. Okay, you're right. It took me a minute. I just wanted to do a little justification that you're right. I cannot find an example where I would turn and think that you're amazing. But I've never thought about it that way.
It's great. It's a great way to look at it, right? So it's kind of nice because if you can kind of lower your expectations, that the goal here is not for them to say, I concede, you win, I lose, and the goal is for them just to say, all right, I can deal with that, I can live with that, I can sacrifice that, then that's okay. So I think one, that's why I think we call it handling versus overcoming. I will never overcome it. I can just handle it. And then number two is that you have to see objections as a gift. You have to see them as a gift.
Yes.
Because if just think about a single time that a customer said that the customer didn't have an objection that they actually purchased and really stayed with you. They don't. Without conflict, there is no change. So there has to be some sort of conflict, some sort of again questioning before a customer can kind of process this and basically get to the end. So we need those objections. Those objections are the gateway to a sale.
Right. I mean, again, just putting myself as a person when I'm the buyer. When I go in, if I am super happy and light and everything's great, I love everything, I'm probably not buying. Unless it's a very low ticket price item. But if it's something that is a large ticket item that I'm taking very seriously and I'm really considering purchasing, my face is not smiling because I'm thinking so hard. I'm not as joyful to be around. I'm not making small talk with you because I'm weighing through the options of, is the value there? Should I do this? Is this the right decision for me or our business or our family? And then if I ask the question to the salesperson, it's because I now care what their opinion is, or I believe that they have knowledge that I don't have. If I don't have that efficacy in them, I pull out my phone and I start to look it up, or I call you and we're talking through it and I cut them out. So to me, I always go back to me as a buyer, because then I can remember that when somebody asks me a question or has an objection that they're sharing with me, then I'm like, oh, they respect me. They care about my opinion. They think that I'm an expert, or they've recognized, let me say that better. Let me recognize that I'm an expert and that I can help them through it. And so it is. It's a gift. It's a sign of respect.